Typically, when a man gets caught up, he will try to communicate between one of the two of the women that he's caught up with. So I'm pretty sure there was something about me that made Asmodeus know that there was no way in hell that he could ever come back to me. So he had to salvage the only person that he had stability with, which is, or at least was, his ex-girlfriend. We're just gonna call her the ex-girlfriend. I'm sorry about this. Along with trying to make me uncredible and have me labeled as uncredible, what comes with that benefit for Asmodeus is the fact that the ex-girlfriend typically wouldn't continue talking to me. From experience, I have seen the other woman or the primary woman only share information with the other woman involved in order to figure out when she last spoke to that man, how involved she is with that man, if she's still involved with that man, if she still wants that man. It's just to pretty much figure out where they fall on the totem pole when it comes to this whole entire fiasco. Since what he did is so detrimental to his livelihood, he really needed to pull out the works in order to maintain his residence and his comfortable life and his safety with his ex-girlfriend. It's crazy because this really is the stage that we were in when I spoke to the ex-girlfriend, the mother. This stage is where he and so many other men have in the past, they continue to lie. Typically, when they have access to communicating with both of the women, they will, if they can, so they can get an idea of what your plan is. What are you thinking? How are you feeling? That's what I know is probably definitely taking place. Otherwise, he wouldn't have continued to lie. Because, sir, you've been caught. You've already been caught. What's the point and where's the point now in continuing to lie? Because he needs some wiggle room. He needs a little bit of leverage. I mean, the man was fighting for his life. He didn't have any backup plan. I don't know why he thought that this was never going to be found out, but I do think that he was hoping that time and distance was going to give him time to figure out what he was going to say and how he was going to say it and who he was going to say it with. Seeing as the plan actually was always that the ex-girlfriend was going to return to California with their daughter, that plan was divulged to me in March. I'm pretty sure that he thought, well, you know what, honestly, she'll be gone. She'll be in California, and I'll be able to really separate these two women, and it'll give me time to figure out what I'm going to say and how I'm going to say it. The chances of them being in communication is slim to none. Honey, I'm so sorry it didn't work out for you. Maybe next time you need to plan better. Maybe next time you need to vet better. I'm sorry about this. Not really, but did you really think this was gonna last forever? Like honey, on the scale of messy, I've never seen any bullshit like this before in my entire life, and I thought I saw it all. I can't say I've seen it all anymore, because every time I say I've seen it all, the universe is like, hold that thought. Hold that thought. Just give me like 5 to 7 business days. I got something else you haven't seen before. Despite all the lies, there's a part of every woman that wants to believe that there's some level of what this, the perpetrator is saying, and there's some truth to some of it. So that also helps separation, the line of communication between the other woman and the main woman. Because of course this man's gonna tell you everything that you want to hear. Of course he's gonna tell you that you guys have such a long history together and he's really trying and he just made this mistake. You know how a man will come and tell you, hey, this is what I got going on, this is what I'm dealing with, this is what I'm looking for, and this is what I'm not looking for. And they do really feel as though I made everything known, therefore, at no point in time should I have to be held accountable for anything that I'm doing or saying because I told you. I already warned you, I informed you. Therefore, I don't have to listen to arguments because I already told you what it was. And I already told you like what it is. but it's morally fucking wrong though. That's an asshole trying to manipulate. So again, we're talking about somebody that's clearly outside of their entire fucking mind. Asmodeus wanted to make sure that I was uncredible as possible. And since this is not their first rodeo together through this shit show of events, I think he was trying to also use that to his advantage. But then also, 10 to 12 years is a long time to be with somebody treating you like complete total shit. So he probably tried to leverage their history, all types of nonsense. Asmodeus wanted and desperately needed to be believed by his ex-girlfriend. He desperately needed that. And I don't even know so much if it's the fact that he is aware that I have as many receipts as I've shown you guys. I don't even know if that's the case. What I do know is that man is somewhere behind a hidden account under a ghost account with a pen and paper, writing down everything, because he doesn't even remember the things that he texts me. He's over here learning about himself like a real fucking narcissist psycho.